Today, we're going to craft up some CBB winners. We're going to craft up a King of the Board winner, and let's please cash a squad ride. This is Behind the Lines. Disney adults scare the shit out of me. They need to be put on a list. Look, you go on a family trip to Disney every once in a while, once a year, sure. As long as you're not rocking the Mickey Mouse ears and you don't got the satchel with the pins,
you know they've
okay.
all got those, dude.
Yo, Rav, you buying back in? He says he thinks he's buying back in, which means fades. The Steelers. Again, this system is 100% profitable. Those do not grow on trees, folks. So if you want to get involved, all you got to do is fade a Steelers fan. Find a Steelers fan, number one. Number two, fade them. Cereal is one of the fakest sharp foods you can eat. Big Breakfast has forced cereal down our throats for years, and I'm on to it. If you don't see me on this show tomorrow, you know who did it. It's Big Breakfast. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Tuesday, episode 857 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Pikkit Sports. If you're not tracking your bets on Pikkit, if you're not using Pikkit, if you don't have the app downloaded on your phone, change that right now. Change that today. Get it over with. Do it now before you forget. Go download Pikkit right now. Start using that puppy every single day, like old Krabs, like Jovan, like the rest of the Bookit squad, W Pikkit. Go check out Pikkit today. Okay? Chad, how we doing? Happy Tuesday. We got some work to do. We got a subby coming in here, Baumgartner Jackson. Resubbing for 40 months. W. Baumgartner Jackson. Appreciate you, Beast. Yep. Dubs. Krabs 5-0 card today. I hope so, Line Chopper. I really do. Something's got to give. Let's go ahead and get the recaps over with. We have still yet to hit a squad ride in the month of February. And I gave out just cake last night with the Cougars. College of Charleston Cougars were cake.
They need to be boiled.
They were cake. Yep. Let's look at the Sharp Report recap. See how we did overall yesterday. Both went 2 and 3. Pretty bad.
Grab it.
The under in the NBA was a terrible play. About 250 points in that game. Xavier was a great look.
Great play.
I was thinking they're about to win outright. Charleston was cake. DeVries was a great play. Flory was cake.
You kind of got fucked there with No Peterson.
What else is new?
DNP.
What else is
Peterson.
new?
That might be the best nickname, funniest nickname in a while.
Maybe the best.
DNP.
Yep. Great call on that over, along with the Magic, I believe, minus 11.5.
Yeah.
The squares were cake. AJ Green was splooging.
Splooging.
Once again, it's a damn good NBA player.
Splooging, it's a Krabs guy.
Yep. Mitchell assists should be a wheel spin.
That should be a wheel spin.
Just reading the chats.
Shout out ban for that.
Landon getting involved. Squad rides have been Jester Maxon. Yeah, is that bad?
We might need a frame mog.
Is that bad?
Yeah, I need to get some frame mog up and moving.
Yep. Krabs, I wasn't able to stick around on the stream yesterday. Go take a look at what happened to teams after they play the Hokies. Louisville was free as Ma yesterday. What, does every team just win?
I need to look
success
into
rate?
that stat. That's
Win
interesting.
cover.
Yeah, they might.
After playing the Hokies? That could be a new system. Yep. That could be a new system. Take the polls off of Twitter. Yeah, we might have to. We'll have to start doing it on the Bookit website. Okay? We'll talk about the Bookit website here in a moment. Can we recap King of the Board? Get that over with as well. And what else is new? Cake from us, cake from the app, and a W play from the board review.
The W taco fade.
Kept it as simple as just fading the taco and going about their day. Yep.
It's literally always that.
All right. Speaking of the website, we do have hats available on the website. If you want to check them out, Goots, let me know if you need the link. I can send it to you. I should have done that beforehand. Let me send Gootsy the link so he can drop it in the chat for you guys. The Bookit Shopify is up and moving, ready to roll. Gootsy, I'm going to DM it to you on Twitter. Okay. Just texted you the link. W's there. Yeah, you guys can cop some new hats. We got a couple different colors. We got blue, we got brown, we got the OG black. I believe we have the green still as well. Check out the Bookit hats. If you want to cop one, Now is the time. Do it before we run out. Do it before we sell out. We will sell out of these hats. So I would not wait. I would not wait. And we have not promoted this link on the feed yet. We just got the site up and moving once again. So you guys are the first ones to check it out and have the opportunity to purchase the new Bookit hats. Okay? W's.
Huge W's.
Krabs POD, got to be Miami. Oh, we'll talk about Miami, Eric. We'll talk about them. Don't you worry. Okay? Raekwon said, I bought the red one last year, copping the black one right now. W. Raekwon. Appreciate you, boss. Let me know in the chat if you're buying a hat so I can gas you up. And we can shout you out. We do not have a Manscaped promo code yet.
The cream with the brown chat looks a lot better in person. It's so sick.
Yeah, I like the brown one.
So
Brown
good.
one's nicey. I like that one.
Yep.
That and the green one.
Yep.
Kind of slide.
Yep. We do not have a Manscaped promo code yet, but we do have these glorious, beautiful products for you guys to check out and look at. We don't have a promo code for you guys to get a discount yet, so please do not buy any products just yet. Wait so we can get you a discount. Okay? Hold. Manscaped is goated. Body Buffer's elite. Beard Hedger's him. The Dome Shaver. I mean, you saw what it did to my fucking head. It absolutely mucked clam. And the lawnmower is something that every gentleman needs in their repertoire. Okay? Manscaped. We appreciate Manscaped, the newest BTL partner. We're going to get you guys a promo code. I promise you, we're not sitting around just waiting for it. We're trying. We're hitting them up. We're going to get you guys a promo code. We're going to get that puppy activated. Okay? I appreciate you guys. Okay? Awesome. Awesome. Krabs, next year you all should make beanies with the Bookit logo. Huh. Bookit beanies? Okay.
Look at beanies.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to be doing more on the merch site, not just hats, down the line. Okay? Awesome. What's the hair looking like? I mean, not great.
Getting there.
I feel like I need to pull the LeBron James and like brush it. Remember when he was brushing it in his locker? He didn't really have much hair. He was just like brushing the heck out of the top of his head. Maybe I need to get some reps in.
Me guy.
Okay? Yeah, me guy Brownie. It's starting to grow back. A little patchy.
Yeah, maybe you get a little Jaylen Brown.
A little patchy. Might need to get the Marcus Freeman paint job. His hair looks better than mine. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's a good looking man right there.
Yep. Bro has Epstein Island on his head. Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. On that note, let's move. Yeah, we already plugged the merch. We did the recaps. We got a lot of work to do today, chat. Look, I'm putting foot down. I'm stepping up. I'm trusting my gut. I'm not just taking plays that should be taken. I'm taking plays that are winning. It changes today. It changes today. I'm trusting my gut on these plays for today. We're going to go 5-0 on the Krabs Sharp reports. Jovan's going 5-0. Actually, that's not possible. We're going 4-1.
4-1, 5-0 somewhere.
We're going 4-1 because there's another Bad Old Berg, Jovan's favorite. So we'll talk about that in a moment. Okay? For now, let's get the party started. Let's hop right into the Sharp report. Too many good games today to be BSing around. Okay, we got a pretty good college basketball slate. Quality over quantity type of slate. Unfortunately, no Mounts, no Hokies, but we'll survive. We got plenty of ranked matchups, plenty of great games today on the hardwood. We're going to talk about it. Okay? We're going to talk about it. Awesome. Awesome. Let's get the party started with some ACC action. Wouldn't have it any other way. Miami, the Hurricanes, +1.5 in this game. I believe they're getting Sheldon Henderson back in this game, which is huge. I typically don't buy, good news. But UNC coming off that win against Duke, come on. They have to be faded in the spot. I like this Miami team. I like the new coach. Obviously, I was a Larinaga guy. He was a legend of the game, but times are changing. NIL is changing the sport, and Mr. Larinaga, he was not really keeping up at the time. So I like the new coach. I like this Miami roster. Jay Lucas, I think one of the more underrated signings for a head coach in college basketball so far this year. And this Miami team has been a pleasant surprise. 18-5. Are they in the tournament right now? Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably. They've won 3 of their last 4. They're playing pretty good basketball right now. They get one of their glue guys back. Now, they haven't been covering. Okay, they haven't covered their last 3 games, and they did lose a game to Cal as -11.5 point favorites.
John Camden.
At home. Goodness gracious. So are they dropping back-to-back home games? I'm willing to bet they don't. I like them on the ML, but I'll take the +1.5 if there's any type of buzzer beaters in this one. I want to be on the right side of it. So go ahead and give me Miami. Give me the Hurricanes +1.5, fading Caleb Wilson, fading North Carolina after their legacy win on Saturday against the Blue Devils. It's the perfect spot to fade this red-hot Tar Heels team that I don't think is very well coached. I don't think they're very disciplined. They don't play a lot of defense. They left it all up there on the court in their last game against Duke, their rival on Saturday, had a miracle win. They're on a crazy win streak right now. This is the perfect time to fade the Tar Heels. Okay, they're overperforming a hair. Sure, they have a talented roster. Okay, they do. They have a talented roster. They have a top 5 pick coming up in the lottery. But on the roads, after that big-time win, mandatory fade on the Tar Heels. Give me the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that play was minus $1 billion to be on the Krabs card.
Yep.
It's got to be there after buzzer beater emotional win.
Yep. What are you crafting up over there?
Streak ends now. BYU's dropping Nuck on Baylor. It's over. Baylor just had probably one of their better games of the season and a loss where they played Iowa State, covered comfortably, lost the game by 3 on the road in Hilton too. So, I mean, that was an incredible performance that they were actually able to stay in that game. I was kind of shocked, especially because they chased Iowa State off the line pretty well. They've been really good at doing that over the past couple of games. It's kind of been the only thing they're good at defensively. The difference, I guess, between them and BYU, it doesn't really matter if you run BYU off the line. Not only with DeBonsa, who's obviously not the biggest three-point shooter, even though he's had a bunch in the last couple of games, but like he wants to get to the rim. Rob Wright wants to get to the rim. The only guy that you do anything chasing off the line is Richie Saunders, who just so happens to be coming off of one of his worst games in Big 12 play. So I think he's going to bounce back and have a huge game in this one. But there's no inside presence for Baylor. Like they have Caden Powell, who's incredibly immobile, and like Keita, if he really chooses to be aggressive on him, and he very well could, he's going to have a field day with him. But like they pretty much play 4 guards outside of that. Isaac Williams doesn't really count in my mind. He's undersized, and I don't know if he's going to be starting again or not. They really shouldn't because they can't afford that. But if they do, again, it's 4 guards. And against this BYU team that's not the biggest team in the world, but they're going to have a field day going to the rim against this team. So, like, now you've been trying to, I guess Twitter's been trying to find where the streak ends for the last handful of games now because I think, 4 in a row that BYU's lost?
Yep.
This is it on the road against this horrid Baylor team.
Yeah, no way they lose 5 in a row, right?
No.
All right, let's keep moving. Another play for you guys. This one's nasty. You're not going to like this one. Give me the Tigers. Give me LSU on the spreads. I believe they're sitting around 5.5 right now. They opened up 3.5, which I thought was pretty weird considering Degen Thomas has been hurt for a couple weeks. He's probably not playing in this game. And we see them open up at +3.5. Of course, they've moved to +5.5. Of course, Arkansas is catching steam. A ranked team coming off a big-time win where they won by 20 in their last game to, I believe, Mississippi State. They absolutely dropped Sack and Muck Clam in that game. They won 88-68 on the roads. They stay on the roads. They're heading to LSU, a team that's hungry, a team that's lost 4 of their last 5, a team that's without their star, a team that has no business opening up +3.5. I don't care if the game was close the first time around. It was at Arkansas. Arkansas got it done. They won 85-81 earlier this year. This time around without Degen Thomas, without their star, who's averaging 16 points per game, I believe. They've been without him for a while. I don't expect him to be out there on the court tonight. Why the heck is this LSU Tigers team opening up +3.5 in this spot without their star? I don't know, but I'm willing to pay to find out. Have to fade the Razorbacks, who've been playing pretty good ball of late. Besides that loss to Kentucky, which I'm sure Coach Cal is still butthurt about. They got some of their anger out in their last game after that against Mississippi State in that 20-point rout. Besides that Kentucky game, though, this team's been on fire. They've won 4 of their last 5. Arkansas has been mucking. They're ranked. They have some studs on that team. Calipari's cooking. Well, tonight they might lose outright in this game on the road. Sleepy, sleepy spots for the Wildcats against a Tigers team that's going to be highly motivated to stop the bleeding, get a big-time win without their star out there on the court.
The Tigers, huh?
Yep.
That game could be game of night. Distinctly.
Yeah. It might be. It might be. Yeah, any update on the V8 situation?
I guess tomorrow.
We gotta go get one.
You gotta go get it.
Do a V8 stream.
Okay.
It's just one stream a week. That was the bet. So
All right.
Didn't need to do it on Monday or today.
All right. Swinging around. Let's hear what Jovan is on. And CBB, play number 2.
Nebraska's winning tonight, which really this has nothing to do with them. Not very much. It has to do with how they play. Run and gun, shoot a bunch of threes. That's exactly what they want to do. You can put FSU in that same bucket of teams that play like that. I'd take their ML against Purdue. You want to spread that defense out and shoot a bunch of threes. They have no way to defend it. Yeah, I could care less if it's Nebraska. I could care less if it's FSU. I could care less if it's fucking McNeese or anybody who wants to shoot a shit ton of threes against this defense. They haven't been able to figure it out all year. So like Nebraska, that's what they want to do, and they're probably one of the better ones at it in terms of like the possible teams you could take against Purdue to do exactly this. But you're going to put that defense in a fucking blender. Like Braden Smith, Lawyer have been pedestrian on the perimeter all season. Not that we expect them to be great defenders, but Clough is incredibly immobile. TKR looks like he doesn't know what he's doing anytime he has to step out on there. And obviously you have multiple bigs that Nebraska's bringing out there that can shoot the ball and will shoot the ball very aggressively in this game. I'll pay to find out if they can defend it in this one, especially going on the road, tough place. They've looked like dog shit even in their last couple wins. The only reason that they were able to win last game against Oregon in a game they looked god-awful in is because they shot 5 of 25 from 3. Now we know shooting from 3 is not Oregon's MO, and plenty of those shots they missed were open. Nebraska will more than likely be hitting a lot more of those shots, especially because their offense doesn't run through a big, the same as, you know, Oregon's with Nate Biddles, or like you look through their schedule of a couple of the other teams they've had somewhat success defending, which is not very many. So rain threes, do what they've done all year. Purdue is also knock.
Okay. Yeah, I like that play. Would not be shocked to see Purdue drop another one. It's Nebraska team. They got some motion in the Big 2-6. See if they can take care of business on their home court.
This is their ball. They don't win this game, they fucking.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, Oaktown's finest. If we don't go 2-1 on these 3 CBB plays, tomorrow we will be changing it up. We'll be doing NBA and maybe the Olympics. We'll be trying to cap some Olympics. Okay? Deal? Awesome. That Oldberg. Give me the Frogs. Give me Jovan's boys. TCU plus 7.5. I'll back them. Getting a handful of points here. Sure, we're seeing Iowa State catch a little bit of steam. I'm seeing it up to 7.5 now. Not really surprised. We'll check the splits later. Everybody's going to be on Iowa State, as they should. This Iowa State team is probably the best team in the country, to be honest with you. Top to bottom, they're well coached. They play defense. They got a couple NBA guys. They got size. They can run a little bit. They rely a little bit more on offense than, you know, recent Iowa State teams in years past. But they're going to run into a buzzsaw tonight in Goots' homeland, Fort Worth, that he now owns. Give me the Frogs, who have not covered for their last 5 games. They did squeak out a win against Kansas State. They better be Kansas State. That team's sorry as heck. They pulled out a big-time win against Kansas State. They put up 84 points. I like this TCU team offensively. I like Harding at the point, very efficient. I like Jaden Pierre. I think Edmonds is a solid player. David Punch is going to have his hands full tonight down low. That's for sure. Against some of these bigs for Iowa State, but I think he can hold his own weight or carry his weight, hold his own. You got a couple green charts up there for Iowa State. Milan is up for 17.5 points. That's green as heck. He's been dropping 20 points a game like it's nothing. They got Mr. Lipsy up for 13.5 points. That chart's green as heck. Looking at prize picks, it looks like this is either an under game or a Frogs game. I'll go ahead and back the latter. I'll take the Froggies at home, getting a couple points here, keep it within a couple possessions. They haven't beaten this team at home since 2020. They've lost 6 games in a row to Iowa State, and the spread opens up plus 6.5 against the second-ranked team in the country. It only has 2 losses, and they haven't lost any time recently. That's for sure. They're playing great basketball right now. Sure, they're coming off a sketchy game where they didn't cover, but they won in their last one. I'll back the Frogs to give them a second scare in a row. Cover, keep this game within a couple possessions. I think this game's going to be tied with 2 minutes left, and let's hope they can hold on and keep this one within 7.5.
Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree on that one, Krabs. Which this is going against what typically happens because you're talking about how they haven't beat them in a while. This would be, or there already is, 6 straight games of Iowa State, TCU in Fort Worth. Every time they've played there in the last 6, the game has been decided by a singular bucket. So this would be the first time in eons that we see Iowa State drop Nuck in Fort Worth, because that typically does not happen. Obviously, this is probably, out of the times, the best Iowa State team, I would say, and the worst TCU team, so it would make sense in that regard. But they just had the biggest comeback in the Jamie Dixon era. coming back from down 20 against Kansas State. How they got down 20 against Kansas State, I don't fucking know. Don't even get me started. That game was rat piss. But they came back and they won. Great performance in the second half, and I guess towards the end of the first half there. But I just have no clue how they're going to deal with Iowa State's size. Not just like the guys on the inside, but like Milan at the 3 is a challenge for them to defend because they have a big LV Elovicius, but he is not great defending. He's not very mobile. He's the only size they have comparable to guard them because you're obviously going to need Xavier Edmonds and David Punch on the inside there on Buchanan and Josh Jefferson. I don't think that's going to go very well, frankly, and it's been a while since the typical foul merchant Xavier Edmonds has gotten into foul trouble. Probably coming in this game, and you also have at the very top, like when their offense is at their best, Brock Harding is facilitating and he's kind of free to do whatever he wants. A lot of teams don't really guard him because he's not the biggest scorer, and that's why he gets as many assists as he does down low to the guys. You're not going to be able to score very much on the inside, whether you're Punch, whether you're Edmonds, who's had like 7 straight double-doubles, whether you're the Vicious, who probably is going to be shooting more than scoring the inside. But you have the best on-ball defender in the Big 12 guarding Brock Harding, who I'm sure is going to be all up in his face to make sure he does not do anything today. So if somebody else got to spark the offense, Jaden Pierre is not very good. I'll call it what it is. He might have 2 threes today because he has double bagels up. Not very good when he has to be the center of the offense. Same with really anybody, Micah Robinson, Tanner Toolson off the bench, anybody. I think the spread, to be honest, is kind of big. Like, I like the spots, and I think Vegas usually respects the spots of TCU and home against these teams. It hasn't been paying too much this year. This is another one where I think it doesn't pay.
All right. We got a couple stream streaks get involved. No whack packs, 10 stream streak. We got Can Van Dam coming in with a 5 stream streak. We got Gav get involved with a 3 stream streak. W Gav.
We be cash.
We be cashing, bro.
We cash.
W stream streaks. We appreciate you guys. Last time it depended on a bucket. Krabs was on the floor after a half-court shot. Yeah, but that was years ago, right? Pretty sure we stormed the court at TCU. I think I remember being on that court. We went to a game like 4 or 5 years ago.
Not that one, but yes.
Okay.
That was when we beat Texas, I think. That game was.
Okay. All right. Jeff Sunday POD is the under in that game. I like it.
Yeah.
I do.
This game has scoring drought written all over it for TCU. The second that, I guess, Lipsy, maybe it's like right at the start, Lipsy's going to be all over Brock Harding. They're going to figure out they have no way to score unless Xavier Edmonds goes triple threat from the top of the key, and they're going to go like 5 minutes without a buck. It's going to happen at some point in this game.
All right, let's talk about some prize pick squares. Got a couple in the NBA that I like for tonight. I heard the board review boys talking a little bit about Sengun earlier, and I like this Sengun fade tonight, fading his assists. Sengun, I mean, unbelievable ball player. Let's not kid ourselves. This dude's an absolute stud. I think he got ejected 2 games ago for talking some shit to a woman ref, which is insane. So if you're looking for another reason to fade him, this could be it. Sengun is up for 6 assists on prize picks. He had 11 assists against OKC in his first game back post-ejection. Is he going to run it back and have double-digit assists? I'm not seeing it, and I like the under in this game on the hardwood tonight. I think if anything, Sengun splooges offensively himself. I'm looking at his points chart. I'm seeing a pretty red chart. I thought that was a pretty high number for him points-wise, so I think he might splooge himself. I don't think he's going to be diamond like he's damn Chris Paul in his prime. Dropping 11 assists against OKC in that last game is an anomaly. That's an outlier, and I want to fade him coming off that legacy performance in that last game. He was clearly a little motivated after he was probably pissed off he got ejected. Maybe he felt bad about costing his team, the game before. Who knows? But he already got his great game out of the way, assist-wise. I think we fade him this time around. If you want to back him tonight, I think you take his more than points. I'll fade his less than assists, which is super juicy to the under on the books. Mr. Sengun tonight.
He's going to have 30 points.
He might go off.
He ain't passing against Brook Lopez and YKN. He doesn't have to.
The total in this game is absurdly low, 213. I want to get involved and just blindly bet it, but every time I do that, they lose. So probably stay off that one on the books. But I certainly lean the under, and that's an incredibly low total in the NBA in the Big 2-6. So common sense, 2 + 2 = 4. If they're not scoring a ton of points, Sengun probably ain't getting a bunch of assists, especially after he had 11 in that last game. So I'll fade the GOAT on Houston. I also like the Clippers in this game, +7.5. after Houston's coming off a big-time win. Clippers are hanging around. They're still sub-500. Would have thought this spread would be a little bit closer to 10. And I lean the Clippers on the road here to keep this game close, make it weird. Under probably hits as well. Fading Mr. Sangoon.
Sure.
Okay. This one is probably just as nasty, to be honest with you. Fading Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks, I mean, talk about a freaking me guy. Dylan Brooks.
He's the me guy.
He's just having a me guy type of season, man. He's just taking it on, himself and jacking shots. I guess, Devin Booker was out for a while, right? Somebody has to step up, and Dylan Brooks certainly did that, and he's been splooging. It's not like he's jacking shots and not making any of them. I mean, sure, he's mixed in a couple mid-games, but, he's had more than 22 points in 4 of his last 5 games. He's up for 20.5 points today. He's juiced to the under on the books. I like Dallas in this game. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Devin Booker's back. He was back the last game as well. So this is his second game back from injury. I thought his point square, Devin Booker, was pretty high. I even thought about maybe putting that on here, but that's way too much fun. That makes way too much sense. But I think in game 2, back from injury, you see a little bit more of a confident Devin Booker in this game. I think there's a way better chance he takes over, takes command than Mr. Dylan Brooks, who's been carrying the weight. Jacking plenty of shots this entire season, especially when Booker's been out. Tonight, just not seeing it. I like Dallas. I like the under. Dallas is hungry for a win. They've been playing like shit recently. Hopefully Cooper Flagg can do enough down low to stop Dylan Brooks from getting to the rack with ease. And let's just hope he's not splooging 3-pointers in this game. I'll fade him. I'll take his less than 20.5 points.
Sure. I know it's not Luka, but still is Devin Booker against the Mavs.
Yeah.
Not very fond of the Mavs. I think I forget where it was or what he did when we were at the game because they already played once, but I know he took a shit ton of shots in that game.
Sure,
maybe,
he did.
Maybe he does it again. That'd be great for Brooks faders.
Yep. Chat said, surprised you're not fading Kawhi?
Yeah, I mean, that's no need. I mean, yeah, because
after a 41 piece,
he's like the only guy on the team right now.
Yeah.
It's him, John Collins, and Jordan Miller. Like, there's really no options on that team right now.
Yeah. I mean, I would certainly lean the less than for Kawhi, but am I in a rush to take it? Probably not. I'm seeing his Goblin 24.5 points is really popular today, so surely that hits.
Yeah.
All right, Jovan, you got a couple squares for the peeps?
Yeah, I do. I'll take you to college. Kingston Fleming's 5.5 assists. Last couple of games, like, he's been kind of jelking between 5 and 6. So he hangs out around this line a lot, but thankfully for him, they get to play Utah in this game, which Utah, horrible defense. One of the worst defenses in the Big 12. It's really them, Oklahoma State, and then Baylor's been better as of late, but they're down there in that group too. But they really have no big man to stop them down low. If you look like Utah, like they have Traore that sometimes they'll run as like a small ball 4 out there. They have like Dawes, and then they have Okonkwo, who now is getting like real center minutes. No big defensive presence down there, so all bigs are really destroying them. When you have Tugler, when you have Senak, when you have even like the guys off the bench for Houston, I think that's how they're going to beat them. Plus, if you look at what Utah does when they play really like any guard that is pretty aggressive getting to the rim, which Kingston Fleming's is, due to the fact that like Terrence Brown or Don McHenry, who are smaller guards, are going to be guarding him, they send a lot of help the second they get past the 3-point line. So if you look at like all the higher usage guards, they like a lot of their shot volume is only threes when they play Utah because they do pretty much whatever they can to get the ball out of his hands and make it the slightest bit difficult. So I think Tugler is going to feast today off of his passes. I think some of the shooters will too, but like he's going to be dumping it off to the big man, I think, plenty in this game. So I love that spot from him.
Okay.
And I don't think it'll get out of hand too early in that game, probably towards the end. Then Ace Glass is not getting 4 rebounds against the Zags. They did already play. He did have 2. Neither of those were clean. He had 2 insane tips. One of them was pretty clearly rebounded by somebody else, and then he just dropped it off of his own foot, and Ace Glass picked it up. The other one was the same guy actually tipping it like twice to get it away from Graham Ike, went off the backboard to the other side of the court, and ended up in Ace Glass's hands. But I think it's not like an accident that he had no real boards in those games because, first of all, he's getting guarded by guys that are bigger than him, regardless of Adam Miller was on him a ton. Innocenti, they put on him a ton, which he's like 6'8", I believe. So like that's a bigger guy defending him on both sides of the court. But when they go up, obviously you want to go on the inside on Washington State, so not very many long rebounds that he can get off of those. But they also had some success because Washington State was beating them for a majority of that first half. They played a zone where he was like on one of the sides. He changed pretty often, but he was nowhere near the rim pretty much at any point that they put up a shot. So I have a feeling after they did that a lot in the first half, the second half they stopped doing it, then they got blown out. You're probably going to see a little bit of zone from Washington State again. You're also going to see, which is a new thing since that first game, Ty and Grant Foster play more minutes. He will also see time on ace glass. He's a great defender and a very, very willing rebounder. So I think it's a tough matchup for him kind of all around. Plus, I do think that the Zags might drop absolute nuck from start to finish. So maybe he gets no blowout minutes at the end / the Zags don't miss many shots for him to grab rebounds on anyway. But shit matchup anyway.
Yep. Love the square. Crazy you're fading a guy named Glass. His rebounds.
He's actually, yeah, I guess. That's incredibly ironic.
Yep. All right. I locked in the Sharp Report 4-man. I dropped the link in the chat. W Goots. Splooged the link in the YouTube as well. Get involved. Let's cash a Sharp Report 4-man today. Let's cash a 10X today. I'm getting hella texts right now from my buddies talking about this curling match. Apparently, it's absolutely electric. Goots, have you been tuning in?
I'm paying attention as much as I can. It's electric. They just got a point back there. It's all tied up.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Anybody in the chat watching this Olympics right now? Watching the curling finals? So this is not the team curling event. This is the
This is the
duos?
mix. This is the mixed doubles, and then they have a men's and a women's.
Fortnite duos.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Desmond, I appreciate it, Beast. Thanks for joining us today on the YouTube. Let me know if you're watching on the YouTube right now. I want to shout you out. Anybody else watching on the YouTube? Let me know.
Fortnite duos.
Let me know. All right. W's. Appreciate all the stream streaks as well that people are dropping in the Twitch. Dubs. All right. We locked in the Sharp Report 4-man. I want to spend some time and craft up a King of the Board play on stream today.
Sure.
That's what I want to do. It could be one of the ones from the Sharp Report. We got 3 less thans here. It could be something different. I don't really care. We just need it to fucking turn green. So whatever we got to do. I don't care if we got to spend the next hour on this in the squad ride. We'll do it. If that's what we got to do. Okay? Always on YouTube while I'm at work. W. Gabe. Appreciate you, Beast. Me Guy of the Year, Zach Charbonnet. Yeah, Zach Charbonnet's leg didn't explode. Kenneth Walker probably isn't splooging. Yep.
Me Guy.
I can't believe I tweeted out how bad Sam Darnold and Kenneth Walker were, and next thing you know, I'm seeing videos of them inside a teacup together at Disney World.
Nah. Fucking
Teacup.
Teacup is just
Unbelievable. Yep, it's time for some bully ball, Jovan. I agree, my man.
bully ball.
I agree. All right. Yeah, let's go to prospects. Sub up before giving nukes, Gav. Is Gav not subbed up in the big 2-6?
Giving out nukes.
No shots.
We can't be cashing with no sub.
Clearly, we ain't cashing.
How are we cashing watching ads?
Rock inflation is high right now, says Coop Eagle.
Mm.
Boopy Miller on the board.
All right. Awesome. Looks like there's a discount on prize picks for tonight. Pascal Siakam. 16.5 points on the taco there. They do a couple tacos today, I believe, and they circle through them.
Yeah, there's like one every couple hours.
Yep.
That's the first one.
Okay. That's certainly an interesting less then. I mean, the total was relatively low in the Pacers and the Knicks game. I know that's a pretty big game tonight. At MSG, Pacers not playing too well right now. They've lost 4 in a row, so maybe not the best spot to fade Pascal Siakam, but they've also hit the under in back-to-back games. So have the Knicks, who are notorious to play a little bit of defense. Cash some unders for the peeps. Any thoughts on Pascal Siakam today?
I mean, that one's an interesting.
Yep.
That's probably one I don't know if I care too much to fade.
Okay.
Maybe that's just me being scarred from, or not scarred, but like I've seen him in a full 7-game series against different system, but same relative team, same matchups as you're going to see today. And he was so aggressive.
That's asking any NBA unders that I like. I like that Clippers Houston under. It's insanely low. 213. When's the last time we've seen a total at 213? You don't see those every day. Not in the NBA. I like that under. Gabe Arena says, Krabs, I know I give you shit all the time, but love the CBB plays you had last night. 3-1, we take those. Yeah, we actually had a winning day yesterday, so that was cool to see. Charleston was cake, of course. You know, the 1.5 unit play was cake. The squad ride was cake. That's typically how it goes. And then all the other plays pretty much hit. Besides the under in Chicago and Brooklyn. That was a dog shit play. Bradley came through. Dudes, man, you should have been on that one with me.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were on it.
Wanted you to be in the trenches.
And I threw that game on, and I was like, shit, I didn't bet it.
Bradley went out right against Belmont. Good to see Belmont finally drop one. Louisville absolutely destroyed NC State last night. Michael Brown had 50 points. Huh.
That system might be best CBB system of the year.
Yeah, maybe we just back whoever just played the Hokies.
No, I wasn't even talking about that, but that was a collision course, I guess, of two systems. That should have been play Vion. But Big Monday, fade the big dog. You're hitting 100% of the year.
Okay. Xavier almost won outright against St. John's last night. That was a great spot.
Shout out the Family Bowl.
Guess who?
Rare, great bet.
Guess who Clemson plays after VT tomorrow?
Who does Clemson play? I'm assuming it's this weekend, right?
Yeah, Saturday. Duke at Cameron Indoor.
Wow. Well, they'll be dogs.
They'll be dogs.
That'll be a free plus chicken ML. Early Pebble Reed, Maverick McNeely, top 20, minus 105 trust. Pretty sure he had a good tournament.
He did. He blew it on
past
Sunday.
Weekends. Yeah, apparently Rav already cashed his parlays.
Rav was cashing everything.
It already hit.
And then he got a
31
handout. He got a handout and got her up. Finding a way to win.
W got her up. You see that video of the guy dropping a chair in the backswing of, was it Matsuyama?
Yes, Matsuyama. Yeah.
I believe he was swinging. Some security guard dropped a chair in his backswing. He stopped his swing mid tee shot and then proceeded to take a minute to hit the reset, go back up there, hit his tee shot, and hit the ball in the water. And then lost the tournament.
Yep.
That's brutal. That's
you
brutal.
You can't be doing that to a guy like Hideki.
Yeah.
Just such a great guy, man.
Yep. Hey, I'm Matt. I place every single bet that I have on my Pikkit and other tracking platforms. All those bets are placed. They're all tracked. Follow me on Pikkit Pro. All the plays are tracked on there. You can literally see what I lock in. I always lock in all my Sharp Report plays. I always lock in the squad ride. Every single play. Every single play. For better or for worse. Check out my Pikkit. They're all on there. Okay. Speaking of Japan, the White Sox dude, 25.5 homers.
Don't
Jovan,
get
you
Jovan
taking
started.
Yep. Yep.
Mm.
We'll have 30.
Okay. After a team beats VT, they fail to cover the next game, going back to at least the new year. I thought we were saying they cover.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
confused.
Not true at all. I think it's the exact opposite.
Okay. All right. Maybe he's talking about the Hokies in that spot.
Yeah,
all right.
Maybe it's the Hokies, but I guess that wouldn't even make sense with the way he said it.
Yep. It is less than week on kicking the board, which we should be dominating. Should be my cup of tea. Another square that I was looking at maybe fading earlier today, OG Anunoby is the most popular square in the NBA for 15.5 points, completely green now. Has he missed a couple games? Has he been hurt? Looks like he hasn't played since February 4th. There's no way that was their last game. I'm assuming he missed a couple games.
OG?
Yeah, OG Anunoby.
He missed 2 games.
Yeah, he missed a couple games. Coming back, he's the most popular square.
He's also still questionable, so we'll see.
Okay, so he might not even play.
But there is some blowout potential with that game.
Blowout potential. I stayed off of this one for the Sharp Report. I saw he was juicy to the over earlier today. Looks like that juice is coming back down toward the under. Okay, now it's almost just a coin flip either way. So OG Anunoby is certainly a guy we could fade. There's definitely some DNP risk there as well. What's up, Rando? Good to see you, boss. Could be a good fade spot. Johnny Knuckles coming in, dropping a follow as well on the Twitch. W Johnny Knuckles. Appreciate you, boss.
Knuckles.
Anunoby. Yep. Anunoby.
Johnny fucking Knuckles.
W first time chatter. All right. Awesome. There's a 2.5 dunk square for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, it's probably cake.
Why the hell is that up there on the pop tab? Brandon Williams is up for 11.5 points on the Mavs.
Maybe
He has been
CP3
mucking, but it looks like
typically.
a lot of these games recently he hasn't been playing in. He was out for a little bit, I think, for a week or so. So that's an interesting square to be on the pop tab. That's for sure. And we obviously have some less thans as well in CBB. Probably don't want to fade that Sam Hoiberg 20.5 PRA with you on Nebraska, but that chart is green as ma. Thought about fading Caleb Wilson. Thought about fading OB Agbeam. No way that's how you say his name, but the kid on Baylor who's actually good.
Yeah.
He's been splooging as well. They have a crazy Cam Sanders Air Force square up, 13.5 points on the pop tab, but that chart is completely red, which means people might honestly be taking the less than.
Yeah.
A little bit for that
Air
one.
Force is also so fucking horrid.
Yeah.
That I hate because he's like their only real can go get a bucket guy.
Yeah.
So like the only reason he's been staying under is because they keep getting blown out.
Yep.
So early. Eventually they're gonna make a game somewhat close.
Yeah, it could be tonight.
It might be.
It certainly could be tonight. Thought they opened up a little bit short against Colorado State tonight. Another guy we could potentially fade would be John Blackwell or Nick Boyd on Wisconsin against Illinois in that defense. There's just some other squares I liked. Tyler Tanner for Vanderbilt had 37 points against Oklahoma in their last game. Am I in a rush to fade him? The sophomore, he absolutely jack shots.
Jacks.
So no, I'm not in a rush, and he's up for 21 points, which is higher than his points per game average this season, which I thought was pretty weird. But I do like Auburn in that game. I think there's some fake sharp potentials, hence why I left it out of the sharp report. But wouldn't mind fading Tyler Tanner. Are there any less thans that you were eyeing on the board today? Any sport besides the one on your sharp report?
I would not mind a Brock Harding less than points after. He had 9 points, like you wouldn't see it on the board, but like that was the most aggressive last game that I've seen him be shooting the ball in a while. Especially because like he only takes shots where he is left incredibly wide open. This is the first time I've seen him take like somewhat contested shots. Lipsy is going to be in his ass all night. I would struggle to see ways that he goes to the rim.
We're not taking that, but
soft.
Cool points.
That's soft. Honestly, the less he scores, the better that would be for your bet. Because he scores, they're not. He scores, they're not winning.
He's up for 7.5 points.
I know. Well, he just had 9.
Cool. Got 9.
Stojakovic as well. Just came off of a game where he had to dominate because Keaton Wagler shot like 1 of a billion. And his line, after getting his line by half a point last game, is 2 points lower against Wisconsin.
Okay.
In a game that I think Wisconsin probably, I like them to cover that game, but they're also going to have to shoot a bunch / feed the bigs. I don't know if it's a slasher game.
Okay. I'm pretty blown. I wanted to fade DeBonsa. Didn't have it in my sack to take his less than 1.5 threes. That shit's hitting. It's now a demon.
Wow.
It's now a demon. And I did not have the balls to put that on the sharp report. Although maybe it's a good thing because you guys probably wouldn't have been able to tell. But he ain't making 2 threes tonight. BYU might blow Baylor out. Sure. Baylor is fake sharp every game, 9 times out of 10. But he ain't making 2 threes. He might have 30 points in the paint. He ain't making 2 threes. That's beat. Well, we'll keep our eyes peeled. Maybe that'll pop back up as a normal square, but that's crazy. That's a demon. He's been splooging threes.
Yeah. It usually
like
is.
10 threes in the last 3 games.
Usually is a demon. I was kind of shocked when I saw it as a normal square today for a little bit.
He's been making them.
Yeah, he's been water.
Could it ever be sharp to fade yourself? Certainly, Eric. Yeah, it could be sharp to fade yourself if you're a dog shit better. I should be fading myself over the last month. It can be sharp at times. We're getting close to the point where I might start doing it. We'll see. Could take Sangoon less than assists. Could take Dylan Brooks less than points. Could just sack up and take your ace Glass less than 3.5 rebounds.
Yeah.
Typically how it's been going for the squad ride and the king of the board is if we take your play, it'll be the play that I wanted to take, or my favorite play that hits, yours doesn't, vice versa as well. Where we take my play, gets caked, and then yours hits, it was sitting on the sidelines. So we got to flip something. We got to change something up. Because we keep picking the wrong plays or the wrong days to back ourselves. So maybe we fade our favorite one. Maybe we start going with our, second favorite play on the board. I don't
Okay.
know what the game plan is, but something's got to change.
Okay.
So maybe we go with a play that's not on the Sharp Report.
We could certainly do that. Which would that one be?
Open to literally anything. We could take Ben Shelton less than total games. I don't really give a hoot.
Nah.
Looks like he plays this afternoon. He's up on the pop tap.
Nah.
Anybody know who Gabrielle Diallo is?
That might be the tournament in Dallas.
Are they playing in
There's a
Dallas?
tournament in Dallas?
Hmm.
I know there's one at the Star the last couple days, but I don't think it was a real tournament. It was like some Hall of Fame legend shit.
Ben Sheldon and Taylor Fritz are both up there at top of the pop tab for tennis.
Shout out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in Dallas, folks.
Pretty cool.
At 3:00 today.
But Sheldon should win in 2 sets. Okay, then I guess.
Because I think this is only a 2-set or 3-set match. They don't.
Well, if he wins in 2 sets, that's good for the less than.
Yes.
Okay.
It's also kind of skewed because this is the Aussie Open, and he just played, 2 of the best players in the world, and now he's going up against kind of some scrubs a little bit.
Okay. All right. Let's take a peep at some college basketball squares. Are there any games that you were peeping on the CBB slate today where you're thinking the underhits?
Let me look at the list of the games that are on PP. I think FSU struggles to score big time tonight.
Okay.
And they just had, Chauncey Wiggins had a couple games of year back to back against Notre Dame and Stanford. Wasn't much worse against Cal. I would assume that DeRitter's probably going to see a bunch of him and hopefully not let him shoot, just like a lot of the wing shooters do. His line's at 12.5 after 22, 23, 28. Would not mind thinking about that.
Okay.
What other games are on this list that might be potential unders?
God, Florida State has been splooging.
Splooging, dude. They've been splooging. But they also have been playing some dog shit defenses. I could be down to ride with the Gen on that. TCU ISU probably has no points for a while. They really just have a bunch of over games.
UNC Miami.
Think that's an under game?
I do. Miami's been smacking overs. They've hit like 4 overs in a row. They're 15-8 to the over this year.
The problem with that, though, like if it's an under game, that's not good for Miami, which I'm sure is what you want to lean into.
Okay. All right. Baylor BYU could be an under game. That total's dropped 4 points. Fade that square. Yeah. Who's going to be on him?
I would assume they'd switch it up a little bit.
Hopefully not Richie.
It's either going to be Richie or DeBonsa. I don't know. It depends on what they do with Carr. They might put Carr on DeBonsa. And then it might be... I wonder what they do because Yesufu is like their ball handling guard, who's also a really good rebounder. So they might let Richie play on him a little bit because Richie's also been splooging rebounds.
Okay.
Then maybe they go DeBonsa on Rataj. I have no clue. They can like pick and choose what they want depending on any given possession. They'll probably see the whole fucking backcourt.
Okay.
This is a odd group of games here.
Let's talk about the NBA for a sec.
Okay.
And yeah, Matt, we're watching the curling match right now. We got it up in the background. Looks like Sweden's now winning. All right.
Sweden mucking.
Let's talk about the NBA. Let's talk about this Mavs and Phoenix game because the total in that game is up 4 points.
Right.
Opened up a little low for sure in the 20s, but now we're seeing the total up 4 points. We can see Devin Booker splooging. I do like that Dylan Brooks less than points.
Right.
Does this game mean anything for Klay Thompson? Does he have any beef with Phoenix?
I don't even know if he's playing.
He's in a lot of combos.
No. He's also questionable.
Okay. I want to stay away from anybody who's questionable. Okay. He has so many squares up. My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. We can stay away from him. Sugano might have a 9 ERA at home.
Yeah, he probably will.
Yep.
Probably will. We'll be fading.
Yep.
How about?
We'll be certainly.
Krabs, I need the Pitt Panther report today. Surely Duke covers that big number. I always like taking Pitt against Duke. Because that damn coach. It's like a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Jeff Capel.
If there's an obvious bounce back spot, shit's not. Hasn't it for 3 months.
You're saying if Duke to bounce back, right?
Yeah, that's the pretty obvious narrative there after
you like
heartbreaking
Pitt?
loss. I mean, yeah, if you've been taking those over the past, really the entire season, you're Jeff. So, not
I mean,
that
that spread opened up short, man. 15.5. That total's low as heck, 136.5. Is there somebody we can fade in that game?
We're going to fade somebody on Pitt.
They only have Cameron Cohen up. After he had 15 last game. Let's see who they have up on Duke. Could just sack up and fade Cam Boozer. But his fantasy score is high.
Take that, Spain. See how it goes for you. It's been 4 straight games. We're past that point for BYU because it's been a bounce back for 2 weeks in a row. 1 game is much different than 4.
Wish they had more squares up in this Duke Pitt game. They really don't. They only have Boozer and Isaiah Evans up for Duke. And they only have 1 guy up for Pitt. So, okay. Okay. Surely Duke bounces back, right? Yeah, I like Pitt. I thought that 15.5 opener is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Insane. I have to add them to the cards. Going to that game tonight, Chris is saying. Pitt's locker room is in shambles. Take the spread, Chris. When you least expect it, they'll come through. That's Capel's Super Bowl against his old school. 1 means more. Okay? All right. Let me go look at that ace glass square. Saw it was pretty green the last 2. I loved your sell job on it. Yeah, he's had 9 rebounds the last 2 games.
Yeah.
You've been pretty solid with these niche random McGee less thans, whether it's rebounds or assists. Overall, you had 1 yesterday that didn't hit. Maybe this is a good time to bounce back and buy into that ace glass less than 3.5 rebound square.
Could be it. Be goated. Fade glass in the glass.
Yep. I'm in for ace glass, less than 3.5 rebound scoots.
Wow.
Let's take that. We'll go back to the well with Jovan.
Wits today. Smoo? Goots?
Yeah. Notre Dame, SMU. I'm surprised Goots isn't making a trip up there.
Yeah. I'm making a trip?
I don't know.
He's got his Notre Dame hat on and everything.
No.
Yep.
Notre Dame hat on and they're in Dallas.
I think
We're
I
nuts,
was.
man.
You could own the whole DFW.
I could.
with a
That'd
win
be
tonight.
sick.
Yeah. I think I was there when Goots was watching his last game, his last Notre Dame game, in the living room, and you were pretty beaten up.
I was
you,
pissed,
you
yeah.
were. Yeah, you seemed like you lost a little bit of hope
Yeah.
for the program and the team. You
Yeah,
were pretty
it's just-
pretty quiet and sad.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
There's just so many games we should have won, been in a completely different spot.
Yeah,
it's
they don't have the guys, they don't have the coach.
We don't have Marcus. Micah can't leave until after the season because what are we going to do with his son?
Yep.
I mean, Braden's not the best player in the world, but if we didn't have him, we probably would be worse. So
Serta.
If you didn't have Serta, you'd have 0 wins.
yeah, if we didn't have
for the
Serta,
season.
we'd have 0 wins.
Serta points bumped down to that
I bet.
after he landed exactly on 14 somehow last game
Huh.
with a push.
This is a huge shot, by the way. That's 2 points. Let's go. U.S.
we
back
go,
on top.
US.
5-4. Going to the last inning.
Wow.
Bottom of the 9th.
They're going nuts. Everybody's wearing like ski gear.
They give
in
them a
that.
bunch of stuff. Bunch of merch.
Cool.
They all wear it.
Serta's up for 13 points after 18 and 14 in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Line chopper, I hate Sir Muhammad.
Hmm.
Hate him.
I don't like that guy.
He's terrible.
I don't think he's good.
He's awful.
God awful.
Yeah. All right.
Super random shout of a swear that I just found. Yesufu less than steals for Baylor. Super random.
I like that Odom play, Esto. I do. Is Krabs fading United so he doesn't have to see another man go bald? I had to get involved in that. I had to get involved on the pitch. I took draw no bet plus 250-ish. Nobody else wants to get involved there. Now looking at the squares for that game, though, if you go to soccer and you go to goals allowed, excuse me. Goals allowed. They got both goalies up, and it's not looking too good for West Ham with both squares that are up. Mads Hermansen is up for 1.5 goals allowed for West Ham. It's a goblin. He has not given up a goal since January 11th. He hasn't given up a goal in a month. Is that chart right? No clue. Don't care enough to look it up. But he has apparently pitched 4 shutouts in a row. And he's a goblin. I know Man U is a better team. I get why, sure, they should score some goals here, I guess. Maybe the game soars over. But then you look at the Man United goalie, Sine Lamens. He's up for 1.5 goals. Demon. So the prize pick squares, I feel like, say, Trent might get one here. That guy might finally be free from the shackles of his flow, and he might be able to chop that puppy off and go Krabs bald. Yeah. Sine, how do you pronounce it, props and chops? Curious. Both teams to score plus over 2.5 goals is the move line chopper likes. I mean, yeah, that kind of correlates with what we were talking about there.
Pega was telling me that West Ham's defense has been nutty lately.
Okay.
So that'd be a contrarian fade.
I guess that's why he has not allowed a goal in a long time.
Yep.
It's just, it was one game, just so you know. Singular game. But it was the last one.
What do you mean it was just one game?
Just one game. Yeah.
The games in January weren't real?
The last one is. The other ones, I don't think he played.
Okay.
None of those games are shutouts.
Okay. That's an interesting chart. Okay. And I will not be taking any of those squares. We're not going to spend any more time on them. All right. Bruno Fernandes, goal or assist. Take a likes. He's had one in 8 of his last 9 games. Damn, he's heating up. All right. Cool. Well, we locked in a king of the board play. Let's go to Pikkit Pro. Let's look at some other college basketball games for today. There are a couple others that I was looking at that we should bring up. I think Pitt is a pretty good play today on the spreads. Let's go look at those Duke splits. Because I think we're going to like what we see. Yeah. Yep. Add Pitt to my card.
It's just about what you'd think.
Add Pitt to the cards. They could beat anybody any given night. They might beat Duke outright tonight. You can go ahead and expect a tweet on my feed that says, no shot Duke loses this game to Pitt tonight, right? That post will be going out. All right. Let's look at what was the game I wanted to check? It was Arizona State. After whoever in the chat was talking about Mo Odom going off, I do think he goes off.
Yeah. What that? They already got beat by double digits first time around. So, I mean, the easy flip-flop play in that game is Arizona State.
Verlander back
probably
to
the
the
right side.
Tigers. Sorry. Is
Well, 1 year deal.
Wow,
that true?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
that's pretty sick.
Okay. Utes probably pissed. He was probably hoping to maybe get Verlander on the S.
We need fucking Gallon before we start looking at depth.
Please,
I mean,
please
Utes,
get
respectfully,
Gallon.
you need just anybody. Any pitcher.
Well,
Dude,
Gallon's like the best.
I need Gallon
Sure.
on the O's.
He'd be Himmy.
I need it so bad.
Bounce back Himmy.
That would be comedy.
Yeah, I like Arizona State. OK State, pretty popular today. Public dog. Makes sense. They already beat them once. Spread is moving down a little bit, though. It is down to 2.5, which I don't love the line move, but it's probably bet related. Look at all these bets coming in on the plus chicken Cowboys, who, don't get me wrong, I mean, OK State, man, they left it all out there on the field against BYU. They beat them outright. Great win for them. They beat Utah pretty handily on the roads. Now, after those two games, they lost 47-84 against Arizona. Bless their hearts.
Yeah, that was worst game beyond.
Bless their hearts. After they covered and made the game weird the first time around against Arizona, they got destroyed in their last game, round 2 against Arizona on the road. So, actually, I don't think they played twice this year, excuse me. They got destroyed by Arizona in that last game. OK State. Now, they do have Anthony Roy, who is a damn good ball player. I don't know how that guy still has eligibility, to be honest with you. But he is like 26, and he can score the basketball. So that scares me a little bit fading him, but I think him and Mo Odom could go band for band.
Yeah, definitely can.
I'm going to look up some squares here.
Roy is fucking Curry.
He's unbelievable to watch.
Curry.
And he played like shit against Arizona, though. After a 30-piece against BYU and 26-piece against Utah, he only had 10 points against Arizona.
Mm-hmm. I
Look
mean,
at-
it's not. This isn't an under game, so I don't really think it matters too much.
Okay.
Both these teams are going to fill it up.
Okay. Yeah, total's dropping, but I mean, it's high as shit. It's in the 160s. There should be some points in that game. All right. Ayo Gons get involved with a resub here, riding with the Boilermakers tonight. Oh boy.
Triplet.
Oh boy. Dudes, any thoughts on the Sun Devils tonight?
I mean, I only watched the board review this morning, but I'm surprised how many people want to talk about this game. I mean, I'm going to take Sun Devils. I'm not extremely confident in it, but
Okay.
Maybe that could be the fake sharp play.
could be. I think it's if
It
people
was
are-
brought up a lot in chat. That
If-
probably
let's
tells you
check the
where,
splits
where the
in-
heads are at.
in
No.
Baylor because I am wailing BYU
Okay. Let's go
go.
check the splits.
and the whole world's on.
Yeah, no way they lose 5 games in a row, right? It's BYU. They got Mormon money. They got Tabonsa. Dudes, there's no way they lose 5 in a row.
I don't care. I don't care.
This game,
Javon doesn't either, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Got
this
him on the
game
sharp report,
will
front and center.
not be close. Will not be close. This is nugget.
I'm with you on not taking Baylor. I think that's the fakest sharp team in all the land. They don't respect coins. They are in timeout for the rest of the season. Maybe permanently, to be honest. They might be permabanned.
It might be permabat.
So I certainly will not be betting on Baylor, that's for sure. But do I want to take BYU on the road? Opening up -1.5 with the second overall pick in the NBA in a very easy looking bounce back spot? No.
I
don't.
have sneakily, to be fair for you, they've been horrible on the road
Yeah.
this year. Outside of the little stretch where obviously they've lost 4 in a row, that they got punked by Texas Tech. They played the Utah game, which that's a rivalry, is what it is, but Utah's horrible. That game went down to damn near the final buzzer. Kansas State game was close for 99% of the game. And they ended up winning that one by 10. That was their only double-digit win on the road this year.
Yeah, I mean, BYU has been just moose knock in general. They're 9-14 against the spread, 2-8 in their last 10, 3-5 on the road against the spread. They haven't covered a game in weeks. So, yeah, it could be a good catch the falling knife type of spot.
My
Not
bad.
going to talk you off of it. All right. Utes, are you surprised by these splits, or I mean, it's probably what you expected?
A little bit. I thought more people would be on Baylor, but I mean, I get it.
Okay.
more people are like, who cares what this line is? It looking weird. They're like,
They're just-
BYU's not.
Yeah,
losing
they're just
5 in a
backing
row.
BYU to
Yeah.
stop the bleeding.
And I'll be with them.
Okay. All right. Let's look at some other CBB games. Vanderbilt, Auburn. I'd honestly be curious about those splits. Auburn looks like the sharpest play on the board. I think there's some fake sharp potentials. Am I taking Vanderbilt? No, but is it in your best interest to stay off of fading Vanderbilt? Yeah. You don't want to be fading that team. Now, they've shown that they're human of late. They've lost 2 of their last 4 games. They're still ranked. They're still great offensively. They have a great coach. They have a very deep team. I don't want to fade Vanderbilt, but the line screams Auburn, laying 4.5, coming off of back-to-back losses, 14-9, no Bruce Pearl. Teams to shell themselves, but they're still getting that crazy Tigers home court edge on the spreads. Books think that they muck. I mean, they're up from -1.5 to -4.
Yeah.
4.5 some places. Could this be a fake sharp spot?
Probably is.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't get this one. It's like a very obvious, insane looking line. Even though like Vandy doesn't get that much line respect, they really don't. Except for, funny enough, last game against Oklahoma, and then they go out and lose outright at home, which was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, obvious looking bounce back spot, I guess, for Vandy, but at the same time, nobody's really buying it because they're I don't know, bigger dogs just every second we look on the road. I can't stand Auburn. Auburn's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not a team I'd want to die on that hill with.
They have some leftover line respect from recent years. They've been an absolute wagon at home in the jungle. This team, though, stinks. I think this has some triple reverse fade type of vibes. I really do. I think Vanderbilt looks like the squarest play, so everybody's going to be piling on Auburn, and then that's going to be the fake sharp play. Flip it back around again. Vandy is the play in this game. Just don't fade Vanderbilt in any sport. I haven't looked into the, volleyball, golf, wrestling, any of those, secondary sports, but the major ones, football, basketball, just don't fade them.
Better off without it.
Just don't fade them. This is one of those teams that in the time of NIL is thriving. They are improving faster than the books can keep up. Night and day, their basketball and their football program compared to 5 years ago. And I don't think they're slowing down. I mean, they have 2 really good coaches, both
Really
on the
good.
gridiron and on the hardwood. Mark Byington is one of the best younger coaches. He's not super young. One of the best coaches in college basketball. He is. He made JMU relevant a couple years ago. They have had a terrible basketball program my entire life.
Miss.
They're stacked.
Miss.
Vandy's stacked. I'm done fading him. I don't fade him anymore in any sport. Doesn't work. Put him in timeout. Let's look at the Notre Dame SMU splits, Goots. Cut the shit. Cut the shit. Nah. Let's check him out. What the? Goots. Goots, did you put every dollar you have to your fucking name on Notre Dame in this game?
Yeah, 16 grand.
Yep.
A lot of points.
It's a huge rock throw, by the way, right here.
That's a public dog.
Yeah, that's interesting. Did
Is
not
this
expect that.
USA, right? Yep. USA with a big time toss here.
Sweden has 2 already in. They got to knock some
This
out
thing's
here.
cooking. Oh no.
Oh, that's huge.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. We knocked there. Is the blue
So
circle on the outside?
now
anything, or-
ours is closest. So that means we're getting 1 point right now, but Sweden has the last throw.
Okay.
And if they get 2, they win the gold.
I mean, that dude is mucking the ground.
Mocking.
What happens if they accidentally hit one of the rocks with their stick? Game over, they lose?
gotta be
I've never
penalty or
seen
some
that
shit.
before.
All right. USA still up 5-4 here. Is this the last toss of the game?
Yes, unless it goes to extra innings.
Wow.
Last toss.
This might not be good though. We'll
Okay.
see.
All right. All right. I'm shocked by these splits here in this game.
I don't know. It's a lot of points, dude. I'm not too surprised. Especially with the way like Notre Dame's competed against some of the better teams, not named UNC, in their schedule so far. I don't know. Gun to my head, this feels like.
And it's over. I feel like this is the easiest sport.
Swedish meatballs.
Respectfully.
Krabs.
If you can skate and if you can Swiffer.
You're not even skating.
You're not even skating.
You got shoes on with little things on it. It's different ice than hockey ice.
If you could stand upright and if you can vacuum, you could go to the Olympics.
Krabs, the precision you need to put these rocks where they are supposed to go is...
Doesn't really seem like it. If they fuck up, they just scrub the other side
that's
and they get
not,
it to move.
That's
Dude,
not
are
what...
Are they related?
Yeah, they're brother and sister, the Sweden pair. Yeah, they're brother and sister.
Swedish brother and sister. Swedish relatives.
We didn't have a chance.
I mean, they never had a shot. I would have put every dime I had on Sweden if I knew we were facing a family.
Dude. That sucks.
Dude, I think it's, number one, I think it's a me guy sport. Oh, look at me, look at me. I am sweeping the floor as hard as I can. Everybody look at me. Number two, I think it looks extremely easy. Maybe that's just how good these guys are. They're just extremely talented. They make it look easy, sure. But all you got to do is stay up on your 2 feet and Swiffer like you're cleaning your kitchen.
Do you even know what the sweeping does?
Yeah, it melts the ice, so it gets the fucking rock to move in that direction.
And move quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could go to the Olympics for free and join this USA team.
I hate the curling hate, man.
I need a year or two of reps.
There's just
and
no
I
shot.
could literally be on TV right now.
There's no chance.
I could see it.
I can't.
Do you have any relatives, Goots, that have curled?
No, it's just
I want to make sure I'm not hating on the
you can't
Goots
just
lineage.
Pick this up out of nowhere and figure out how to throw the rock with perfect precision like these guys do.
I don't know, Goots. Give me a year or two. I feel like I can
All
be
right,
right up there with them.
Go do it.
Like I could be right up there with Dropkin.
You could be
Take his spot.
Dropkin.
He's about to get dropped from the USA roster.
Yeah, he might be
that game tonight. Unbelievable.
Corey Dropkin. We got Rana, brother and sister, playing against Corey and Corey, spelled two different ways.
Someone asked earlier who bleeds more red, white, and blue, Krabs, Jovan, Goots. I think it's showing right now who does.
I think Krabs probably lost that argument with Curry LeBron from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat would never give him.
Yep. Krabs would not cover in curling against Shady Beeve. I mean, he's from like Minnesota or some shit, so they probably have curling classes.
Yeah, that's where the curling headquarters is. It's in Duluth, Minnesota. Yeah.
Yep. Is it actually?
They were showing it earlier with all the people at the Duluth Curling Center.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. I don't think you could do the balancing well while throwing crabs, is what Chipper's saying. Sure, that would be the toughest part, obviously, is sweeping the heck out of the ice while staying, upright.
What balancing do you have to do? You're not on a skate.
Well, you have to balance yourself so you're in front.
Slip on the
ice. You got to be in front of the rock. You got to move with it.
I know
that. You're not sweeping behind it. You're not sweeping on top of it.
The hardest part would be to keep up the pace.
And you got to make sure you don't touch the rock.
Yeah. But it just looks like the easiest sport. It's like, oh, you have a bad throw? That's okay. I'll just sweep really hard to the right and get it to move.
It doesn't work like that.
Oh, well, I don't know what to do. Let's just throw the rock as hard as we can at the other team's rock and get it out of the circle. I'm just not seeing the intricacy of the sport, really.
That's on you.
Maybe I'm just not seeing it well. I don't know. But I'm watching these highlights right now. I mean, this looks like a handout sport. They just launch the rock as hard as they can. If they misfire,
you see how the one they just showed it hit multiple rocks. They got to make sure they hit the guard rock.
I feel like it's
at the perfect spot, so it hits the other one going back towards the center.
You're pretty much just playing bocce ball on the ice, and I'm pretty good at bocce ball.
It's a mix between bocce ball and air hockey.
Yeah, and I'm really good at both of those. I feel like with that experience, Goots, I could maybe compete.
No.
After a couple years, I'm not saying today. Today, if I tried to do this, I would look like a fool. Okay? Year or two, 18 months, 16 months maybe. I think I could get it done. never seen someone chug a Powerade like that either. He might be. I don't even know. I don't even know what that was. Congrats to Sweden. All right, let's craft up a squad right here. I want to spend some extra time on it today. Goots, do me a favor, my man. If you're around, run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. Line shopper, I'm reading the chat, man.
There's nothing you're saying
There's nothing you're saying that's moving the needle, bro. Krabs will break his collarbone bending on his roll. Okay, like that's a weird thing to say. I'm not going to read that out loud. Are you happy that I did? Great. You didn't say if you are local. Yeah, Goots, if you're local. Appreciate you, boss. All right, let's craft up a squad ride W for today. We can keep the TCU game out of it. To be honest, I don't love your plays.
Yeah,
it's probably a good thing.
Wouldn't expect you to. I'm on favorites.
I think some plays that need to go in here. I think we need to change some things up. I think we're taking the easy way out. We're taking handouts. We're just putting our sharp report plays in here. Back in the day, we'd mix it up a little bit more. It'd be more 50-50. Sharp report play. Maybe we come across something on the slate that we talked through. Looking at the Pikkit splits. I think we try to diversify a little bit today. I do. I think we go Pitt against Duke. I think we go Arizona State. And then I think we go one or two plays from the sharp report.
What would those possibly be?
I think personally, I think it's Miami and LSU. Nebraska, I don't hate. BYU, I don't like. I think they might lose a fifth in a row. Iowa State, we're leaving out. I don't hate Nebraska. I kind of like the Nebraska play.
If that's the one I'll get you on, that's the one we can involve.
Okay. Are they winning?
Yeah, they're winning.
Okay. Nebraska ML. You have any qualms with fading Duke?
No qualms.
People aren't going to vote for it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good in there.
Utes will hack the mainframe so people can't vote for Pittsburgh. I don't even blame you, Goots. Arizona State.
The Devs.
Any qualms?
No.
Okay. Like you can get them at. We'll take -3. I'm seeing 50/50, 2.5s, and 3s. We'll take -3. And then I think we go. I think we go LSU.
Tigers.
My favorite play on this slate is Miami. I think we go LSU.
Okay. Shake it up.
Looks like they're down to 4.5 as well, which just riddle me that. There's some 5.5s as well. And a 5. There's more 5.5s and 5s and 4.5s. We'll go +5. We'll meet in the middle there. We're LSU +5. 4 plays, 4 winners. We're going to give you guys plenty of time to marinate here. No rush, Goots. We do have a couple minutes. Okay? 4 plays, 4 winners. We're going to go Nebraska on the ML, fading Purdue. We're going to go Pittsburgh +17.5, fading Duke. Easiest bounce back spot of the day. We're going to take Arizona State, fade Anthony Roy, fade the Pokes. Sorry, Ethan, our editor, who's an alum. And we're going to take LSU +5.
We're goes.
4 plays, 4 winners. Pulls up.
Goes.
4 plays, 4 winners. Pulls up. Nebraska ML, Pittsburgh +17.5, Arizona State -3. Hashtag for Rav, hashtag for Goots. And how about LSU on the spread? Okay. Dubs. I personally am going to be voting for LSU.
Wow.
Trusting my gut. I'm not just plugging in the plays that I have to take. I'm not just, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's not working right now. I'm trusting my sack. I'm trusting my gut. I'm using my brain. And, yeah, I'm taking that play.
Diff. Could absolutely be the diff. Any MLB pods coming up people can keep on their radars? I'm sure, yes. So assume we're going to do something kind of like the NFL and CFB previews.
I mean, we can break down
games.
Each division as well. Go that way.
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed the one team per day with a play for the season on them.
Could do that.
Kind of fuck with that. Yeah, Rav's really getting 2 in the poll. Is just that may not never happen again.
One of those days.
One of those days. I guess this is his get back for his 75th car problem in 74 days.
Yep.
Jack, get those votes in. We'll drop the link here one more time. 4 plays, 4 winners. Nebraska on the ML, Pittsburgh plus 17.5, Arizona State -3, and LSU plus 5.5. Grizzly Fears just replied to the tweet, said Nebraska.
Okay.
Grizzly Fears, are you in here, my man?
Grizzly Fears.
Are you lurking in the shadows? Hope you're doing well, bro. Still has never missed a wager. Right? Get those votes in. We appreciate the subbies. We do have a Yap right after this as well. W Rav, W Trent. Excited to watch the Yap this afternoon. What are we year to date on the squad ride? The squad rides are 7-17-1. 10 games under 500. 7-17-1 in 2025. They are 0-5 in February. It's February 10th. We have still not hit a squad ride in this month. The squad rides are 440, 370, and 18 all time. So all 857 of them. All tracked on my Google Docs. Updated every single show. 440, 370, 18 all time. 7-17-1 in 2026. 0-5 in February. Time to get it all back.
Starts now.
This did happen last year, Kyle B. I don't know what's good with January and February, but we just cannot buy one.
Yeah, January, February is nook.
That's on us, though.
This could be where we start.
Huskers running away with it. Yep.
They win the vote, and all the Husker slurpers in chat, you guys better be fucking locked. They lose tonight, I don't want to hear a fucking peep about how good this team is or the fact they've played good teams or have good wins. This game determines their entire season. The slander will be out of this world if they lay an egg, which they're not, thankfully. It's a winning time. Looking like Ravin 2K is crazy. Crazy. Chad, I'm not yelling at other people for the pick. Shut the hell up. I'm talking about the team because every time we talk about Nebraska, it is Glazers yapping out the ass about how they're an incredible team. We are riding with them today. I don't want to hear the bullshit.
Thoughts on Wisconsin, Illinois? I like the under in that game. Shocker. Under 152.5. It's dropped about 4 points since the opener. I'm going to lean into Illinois' defense at home. I don't have the sack to bet them on the spread coming off a loss. Could certainly be a bounce back spot, but I feel like it'll be a tighter, lower scoring game than people are expecting. Wisconsin down from 11.5 to 10.5 as well. I like the under. Go look at some of the prize pick squares for both these teams. Tell me this game isn't going under.
Strongly into Wisco. Plus points.
Okay, yeah. Yep. Squad rides. It was a blowout. Nebraska, 46.5% of the votes.
Huskers.
That is the squad ride.
The Husk.
That is the squad ride. Damn tough today. No need for attitude was on them this morning. May your day be a little happier.
The less we see bullshit like that in the chat, the happier it'll be.
Damn, Dilgod does not think his team covers tonight.
I like it. I was thinking about putting him on squad ride. Noted Crancher, Drop the bet slip under the tweet. I'd love to see it because you ain't dropping shit. The Huskers tonight.
W. Jesus, appreciate you, boss. W. YouTube as well. What you know about 272 in the YouTube says Huskers. The rest of those are gross. I kind of feel like we've lost our way with how we're picking the squad rides a little bit. I kind of feel like we're taking the play that makes the most sense, which is not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, not always.
Kind of feel like we're just taking
the team you want to bet on the most.
The team you want to bet on the most, which is not going to help us win squad rides. Again, guys, I say it every day. I don't know how many more times I could say it or how many different languages. Click on the button that makes your stomach boil. Click the button that makes you feel like you just had 17 items from Taco Bell the night before and you just woke up after a couple beers.
That would be boiling.
That is the play you should be clicking.
Boiling stomach.
Hey, I'm Matt. I literally can't bring back the Twitch poll because you and others were rigging the poll for memes.
Yeah.
I remember it like it was yesterday, Matt. You said, oh, I'm going to keep voting for ties. Nice, dude. Go outside. Touch grass. We will not be bringing back those Twitch polls.
Yeah. If we were bringing out Twitch polls, we would have damn near no squad rides. Ever. There'd be no point.
Touch some grass, brother. On that note, send you guys over to the Yap. Appreciate you guys watching. W. Trent, W. Rav. Excited to see what they're crafting up for today. The Nod Pods have been on fire.
Yeah, shout out. They're hitting those. Ate another one last night.
Nod Pods are on fire. So tail those puppies. Tune in. Okay, stay right here on the Bookit Sports YouTube and Twitch. We're going to fire up the Yap right now. So stick around. Okay? Catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be.
We'll be fine.